about nothing. I'm busting 100 rounds at you. I'm packed pistol passing. I'm popping like 40 rounds at you. This bulldog walks, so that means that I'm sick and hounds at you. We puff a pound or two. Past the end, it's just insurmountable. To go my true role and the substance wasn't compoundable. It's bodies everywhere. They try to hold me accountable.
You made Danny wait a whole hour.
All right, so we haven't heard anything from the RBE side, huh?
Oh man, there was a rumor Cassidy and Rum Nitty were going to be on it. Now there's a new rumor that he's not on. He's on the URL. So I don't know. I have
with those Cassidy rumors till they're fucking enough.
I have a sneaking suspicion he's laying low on purpose because he's got something big planned. Now I can say this: I'm reading between the lines, speculation only. There's been battlers who have come out and said, "Hey, what do you think about this battle and this battle? Should I do it?" And it sounds like an RB booked closure battle. All right, I feel like they're putting that out there to test the waters. Math disaster. Math put that out there. Another one. That's another one. ARP. That's another one.
Listen, first
off,
off,
meet up beforehand if they do that. Though.
First off, I agree with you. I think that would be the best thing to do. But besides that, I have to be honest. If I had the opportunity, and I don't, to be there in a meeting when they was lining up the card. If I'm RBE or if I had a chance to tell them, advise them, I would never put Cassidy on the card.
I would. You're crazy. I would 100%. He'll blow them up. He would. Like,
listen,
got a whole fucking legion of these are just the bloggers. There's a bunch of industry fans. You don't lose that sicko R. Kelly's fan base, all right? All right, yeah, Cassie. You kind of hung out with that guy for a while there, buddy. That guy's a little crazy. You didn't know nothing? I'm just playing, man. Go ahead.
Look, bottom line, you have your competitor who does everything they can to sabotage you. So that right there, that would have me. That's one reason I would not.
To me, Cassie hates URL. He's talking shit about them. They're culture vultures. I don't think that he would even ever let them block anything. Cassie, whoever gives him the money, I don't think that's an issue there. There's no way URL.
That's the point. That's the point.
Well, okay. This might have happened here, though. If you believe the rumors,
well, let me talk, man.
That might have happened already. Let's say everything's true. This is my scenario. You can talk. Rum Nitty and it was booked against Cassie. All right, they announced it, and then URL comes in, offers him more money. He cancels, and now he's doing it over there. Is that what happened?
Then you will be proving my point. If that's the truth.
If that's the outcome, of course. But how you do a mind reader?
No, what I'm trying to tell you is there's multiple reasons why I wouldn't book him.
It's a chance to take,
And I wouldn't do it. I would not do it. It's not worth the fucking.
Did ARP ever sue Verb?
I don't know. But after Tech 9 passed, he said he wasn't going to do it.
Oh, that's right. That squashed it. What a crazy thing. Take it away, man. I don't know, man. But the question, you wouldn't weigh the question. The question was,
what the fuck? You don't let us talk. What the fuck?
RBE got something up their sleeves.
I believe it. They're a little too quiet right now.
They're the only ones who throw battles in New York anymore. I mean, the bigger league.
Not even. Their last event was in Atlanta. Last two, I think.
Two?
Last in Atlanta, and they saw him going back to it. So
there's gotta be something going on.
Listen, but here's bottom line the point. The point is, when it comes to Cassidy, that's the last thing I will be doing. Number one, you don't know business wise how that could crumble. You need that happening again.
Well, it depends on how much you're paying him. Like,
no, but regardless of the point, there's other factors in here. Me personally, I have a competitor over there who also thinks that everybody's copying their style, their format, so on and so forth. So if I want to stay out of that stigma, why would I go and book Cassidy after he just performed on their platform a few weeks ago?
It'll give him a lot of awareness and it really push the brand and give him a big boost. You know, like it
It's a
might be.
horrible idea. There's multiple reasons why this is a fucking horrible idea. So, in my heart of hearts,
You don't want the Cassidy stands infiltrating RBE.
no, well, that too. But here's my thing. I just feel like it's a bad look. There's so many people who still listen. How many views or how many classic fucking battles RB has put forward, and still look at their subscriber count. Look how people view them like a D League.
Well, maybe this will give him give him some stature.
Well, listen. Either way, I just think for so many angles, it's a bad idea, and I wouldn't do the shit.
Okay, besides him,
But I think, hold on, because I keep trying to talk and you keep fucking cutting me off like you're known to do. Bottom line, I think that whether you King of the Dot or you RBE or you some of these other guys like Bullpen and something like that, I think it's a horrible idea. Bullpen got to just announce a new event too for August. But the whole point is, you can't be dormant right now. URL was stepping off to the side and doing the app thing and so on and so forth. Somebody got to take the bull by the horns in terms of the YouTube viewership. Now, I keep saying the smartest thing that the small leagues can continue to do is continue to drop, which they have been doing. But if you are RB or King of the Dot, this one event every 5 months shit just ain't gonna cut it. Not if you right now, if you're gonna kick the door into this wide open market right now, man.
Yeah, because you're gonna get lost in the shuffle because URL is always in the consumer's minds and you're not. When you come back, you're gonna lose a little bit of focus there.
I'm not asking for a fucking event every month.
No, I think it's already too much. Especially, I think honestly, I'm starting to think URL is just doing too much, man. I mean, if they can do it, that's great. But I want to see people always get on my head about it. But I'm always looking. You gotta take yourself out of it. Look as a person that you're trying to, on the outside looking in. It gets a little, there's so much going on, and when you're like the whole app situation, like there's so many battles, and it makes you like it overwhelms you. There's too much. And there's so much they haven't released, and they're not releasing them, and I don't know. I just feel like
either fucking way. If you RB or King of the Dot, you doing an event every other month or something like that isn't a bad idea. You mix it up between small events and larger events, and you'll be fine. And it's easier said than done. There's money, there's all kind of scheduling, there's a lot of shit that goes into it. But to let months and months go by, like in between events, is a horrible idea. Again, especially when the YouTube market is wide fucking open right now.
And if and if their purpose is to want to compete, maybe they just they're just whatever. We'll do an event when we can, and there it is. I don't know. There's always that. Maybe that's the attitude. I've heard King of the Dot like Organic recently say that's kind of like has been his attitude lately. Just gonna do an event when we do it, and have fun. So but when we're talking about if you're gonna compete, yeah, well, I agree with you 100%. And a good competition will help. I think make it interesting and make both. But hey, listen, I got no complaints, man. I love this year. This is a great year. It's a great year. I think so. Battle quality wise, I think it's been a great year. And I predicted it last year in this December 31st, New Year's Eve block. I predicted it. It's been a great DME year.
Yeah, but it hasn't really been a year of competition. Like URL's kind of like monopolized this year.
I'm talking about the battles.
Yeah, but
the competition. Of course, the competition. No, this has been a terrible year.
Competition brings a different feel to it, though. It brings a different type of excitement. When it's the same league, just event after event, and especially what they're doing is they're just holding the battles, like holding them hostage. Like it just doesn't have that feel anymore. It loses the excitement.
I'm a little aggravated that Born Legacy, and I got tons of shit for this on Twitter. Born Legacy was promoted as an app event, right? And a lot of people assumed it was going to be streamed on the app, all right? So it's not streamed on the app. They promised that they would drop the battles I heard all the next day. Apparently, I didn't hear that, but I swear I heard that. But then they said, well, it's only Geechee and John John. Well, they released Geechee and John John the next day. Actually, like 11 hours later, very impressive. However, it's motherfucking Wednesday, and they ain't released another battle. Why? Why do you not like want people to like the app? Like, why do you do like things? You know what's funny? Smack had an interview, and he's on my side. I am Team Smack. Smack was like, when I wanted to drop all the battles. That's what he said. I want to drop all the motherfuckers, and I got outvoted. He's like, we a team, and that they outvoted me. He's like, you know how I am, drop the motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm Team Smack. All right, but Beasley and Norbs and Chico, somebody outvoted him over there. All right, and this is the route they want to go, and I don't think it's smart. They have over when Band happens this weekend. Band 3 is happening this weekend. They're gonna record about 40 battles there. They're gonna have over 100 backlog battles after that event, and then they got another event coming up, and then another one, and then another one, and they're just gonna keep piling on and piling on. And you know what happens, Jay? They release Clean Paper and T-Top that happened 12 weeks ago that nobody cared about anymore.
Yo, listen, I've watched that battle at least 5 times, by the way. I love that battle.
Calico said Clean Paper won.
No, fuck out of here. But listen.
He was disgusted that you guys said that he lost.
Here's the thing. I still don't have the app, and this is more reason why. Because they said it was an app-only event. Like, come on, man. They said no pay-per-view is an app-only event, and then they did say that. They did say that the event was going to drop the next day on the app. That's what they said. They didn't say one fucking battle. And if Smack
say that.
What?
People will say that they didn't say that.
No, whatever. I saw another motherfucker tell me, well, he didn't say it to me. He jumped in the conversation we were having, and he came out and he said, "Oh well, they only said that they after the event they was only gonna drop one." That's a fucking lie. They never said that. They never said. They kept promoting it as an app-only event. That's what they kept saying. An app-only event. What would you take from somebody telling you it's an app-only event?
So Geechee Gotti and John John got dropped 3 days ago, and Noah, and then they dropped Shotgun Suge and Chef Trez, what happened 10 weeks ago from Resolution. Okay, so
man, I'm happy I'm not watching this.
Here's the deal. So what's gonna happen tomorrow?
Showing up with that fucking apron was embarrassing.
Yeah, that battle was interesting. So what's gonna happen is I'm assuming tomorrow they're gonna drop one more battle from Born Legacy, and then they're gonna drop one Friday, then drop one Sunday, and it's gonna take like weeks to get all the battles. I don't understand that concept when you're paying for the app. Why? The whole point was that we get them because we're paying. Why are the YouTube? You wait because you're not paying, so we're gonna wait because the pay-per-view. We're paying. We are paying customer. What is the what? And then people like not understanding where I'm saying. Like I don't know what to say. We're paying. Drop the motherfucker. What's the whole? Especially when it's still pay-per-view. They can't say, you can't use the excuse, well, if someone knows it's going to come on the app in 3-4 days, then they're not going to buy the pay-per-view. There's no pay-per-view. They should all be dropped on the one day. To give us.
That's what was going to happen.
Just to say, hey guys, we rock with y'all. Then people are like, well, then just so unsubscribe, you ingress. That's not the point. The point of having
was under the impression that that's
what you're paying for, bro.
Listen, I haven't got the app either. All this time, I haven't got the app either.
Like, just imagine if they all dropped yesterday. It would be hyped. Now everybody's like irritated.
But look,
why are you irritating us? Like,
hold on. I think if they would have actually did that, they would have got even more people to actually subscribe to the app.
100%. Not just gonna drop it. Jay, I'm not. I'm sorry, but you always talk. I'm not. When I'm at work, I've been talking. I know. A lot of more people because I talk about battle rap so much. A lot of more people. I think I'm responsible. Are getting a little interested in it. All right. So when I'm talking to some people recently, they're like, they were like, where can I watch this battle at? Like they were like John and Jack Boy because I'm always talking about that battle. I'm like, well, it was on pay-per-view. They're like, well, it's not on the app. And I'm like, no. And they're like, what do you mean no? It's like, when did it come out? And I was like, 10 weeks ago. They're like, so I'm paying for an app service in 10 weeks? They're not like, There's no such. That's not a thing in any app-related business. That's just not. You don't. You're supposed to drop that content. Like, I'm not gonna buy Resolution because, like, let's say the battles drop within 2 weeks. That's not a thing. But everybody thinks it is.
Between all of us, we buy like every event. A lot of the time, me and Jay share events. You know, he'll buy one, I'll buy one.
You want to watch it live. That's why you buy pay-per-views. You want to watch it when it's happening.
But the thing is, like, this is why I haven't got the app. Is because I'm not gonna pay to be a beta tester. Like, I support the culture 100%, but I'm not gonna back this. They have enough chicken. They have enough supporters. Me ducking out and seeing how this rolls out is one
That's
thing.
not ducking out.
I mean, it is ducking out because I'm purposely not buying it. Can I afford the fucking $8? Yes, I can. I can.
That's not ducking out. You have a choice as a consumer.
Culture vultures.
Right. But I'm looking at all the feedback, and so far, you know, there's nothing that's jumped at me to say, all right, now it's time to go get this app. There's nothing, especially with all this complaining. It's actually negative feedback at this point where I'm like,
what do you say to the person who says, well, you got Geechee and John John? It's worth $8 right there. That's what they'll say.
I'm not excited.
Listen,
By the way,
I almost purchased it. When
that
the
battle?
app, no, because of the app only, the way it was.
Oh, yeah. You would have. Oh, so like I was saying, I'm at the bar and I'd be like, I already told that story. But exactly. So, you know, the pay-per-view stuff, I get it. I still think 10 weeks is way too long to be waiting on dropping them. You got to cut that in half, at least a month, man. I mean, even 3 weeks, I feel pushing it. But, you know, because you're paying, you know, like, I don't get this. You're monthly. You're locked in every month supporter. You're right. Like you gotta make us happy and want to keep it.
100 battles backlog. That's.
They're just holding it to, like, it's this weird game of we control when you get to see it. You know, like, they're trying to, like, make them special, but, bro, either the battles are fire or they're not.
I control when you get my money.
Yeah, exactly. I feel
that's
like
why
that's the thinking, though.
Hold on, but as well, that's what I'm trying to tell you. You shouldn't look at any of this like you ducking out. Ducking out on fucking what?
No, I feel like to our status, we should be on the forefront of these kinds of things to support and to be those beta testers, you know. But I got enough going on. I'm not going to be a beta tester. That's my own personal prerogative.
I'm a beta tester, and by the way, what are we, 2 months in, and I still cannot change my display name. So if I write a comment, my real name shows. I can't write a comment. You can't change your display name, and I've asked them about it, and they said they're working on it. It's been 10 weeks, so I don't know why that's hard to do.
I mean, come on, like there's a lot to work out.
I know, but I mean, I can't I can't do a display name.
It doesn't matter. You fucking got a blog platform.
Yeah, I want to put DME Detroit, so I'll leave a comment. People see it's me. I can't leave a comment.
You're gonna put out a blog that most of those people who have the app fucking watch you anyway. So what the fuck are you talking
So
about?
let's never fix it because I can put out a blog. What about the rest of the people? A lot of people complaining because it shows your email address, and people don't want you to see that. You know
What I'm saying is that it's not I'm not saying it isn't a concern. It is. What I'm saying is we shouldn't be on their back so bad about that type of shit when they got so many other things they have to work out. I'm
I'm vocal about that as well to a lot of people's chagrin. But listen, I got one more time.
Why it was premature before launch.